right, wholeness. This is part 10 in Unbecoming the Signs. Today we're looking at cancer. This is about how to start to process your existence in the aspects of wholeness by figuring out just how much energy you gave to the limitations of pulling yourself apart. If you don't understand this, don't worry about it. Might not be for you. What you'll hear me say is that astrology, numerology, things like that, they're signs of, well, they're aspects of you in limitation trying to make sense of how to use your greatest level of potential. So they're guidelines. They're guidelines for how you should perform while in separation. But if you are tired of looking at yourself in separation, then you have to start to process the possibility of wholeness. So this is part 10. If you're confused, on my page or 9 other ones, sit back and buckle up. Or if it don't resonate, start making choices. If it does not resonate, don't try and force it. So with part 10, Unbecoming the Signs with Cancer, as with all the other ones, Cancer has to face itself. Cancer has to figure out, what am I doing to make myself sick? It's more than just a crab. What is Cancer doing to make Cancer sick? What does it call in reality? 1 + 8. 1, potential, 8, struggle. But I think it's my reality. This is basically, and I'm pretty sure this card is going to come up, the succumbing card. This is succumbing to your own doubt. This is, I have been emotionally moved and I think it's real. Take your time with that one. If Cancer faces itself and it now is presented with reality because it's not confirmed what reality really is, you understand that? I don't know who you are. Well, I don't know who you are. I mean, you don't know who you are. So here, let me show you what your possibilities are. If you invest in going through something as a way of becoming something, then that's your accepted reality. But what's 1 + 8? 9. You've already lost your highest vibration. You've already been placed under control. Because in the sense where Cancer is facing itself and it's searching for reality, that means it has to become something else. It has to become something else, which means on the bigger picture, it didn't see itself as enough. Only that was part of the sickness. It didn't realize that seeing itself as enough was the whole issue. Self-esteem issues. So if you don't see yourself as enough and you see something or somebody else that presents something to be more, you basically try to emulate them or try and do something along their same path. That's dangerous. You have to love who you are and figure out the parts of you that are there, not worth loving. All the internal job. So now that Cancer has faced itself and is now about to search for reality, now Cancer faces itself in Ophiuchus, which I keep telling you, the serpent bearer. This is, I'm bearing all of the knowledge. I have everything I need to know. Even when I don't already have proper awareness, I'm going to create this reality. Remember, I told you, Cancer only wants to create a reality for itself. But if you understand energy, reality can't be created. Reality just is. Now, in an illusion, you can create a reality that you accept, but that shit ain't real. So Cancer facing Ophiuchus, it's out here wrestling with the possibilities of what it can know. But remember, Cancer was already its own sickness. Its insecurity of self, its insufficiency of self is going to create all the rest of these struggles. So Cancer, struggling with the potential of what it can know, it became another 9. It became its own limitations. It's going to FAFO. If you aren't real enough for yourself, you're only going to get out here with a bunch of fake shit, and it'll become your limitations. You're going to fuck around and find out. Them thoughts that I keep on using as how to establish a foundation, but the foundation was already steeped in a trauma, meaning, once again, I'm already under control. So, bonus card. 99 is what you hear me call end game. It is where you're just trying to make it to the end of the game and see if I had the proper result. What did I already show you? Cancer wants to establish a reality. It wants a different result. So, the 99 end game, the internal programming inside of this Cancer that has now faced itself and it's already lost control twice, it becomes its own devil. It's now at 15. it is potentially going to keep on moving. Because if you didn't see yourself as enough, and then you move into experience and it didn't show you more, and then holy shit, that experience didn't show me enough, so now I got to create another one. Nothing that you give your energy to is going to show you more of you than you already found for yourself. It's going to show you just the potential of what's going to be used to put you under control. So the whole problem with cancer was, if you don't fix the sickness within yourself, everything you give your energy to is only going to keep on allowing you to continue in your sickness. You become your own devil. You're using what's harmed you as what's going to help you. So from there, now that cancer has found itself in Ophiuchus and it's done fucked around and found out, it's still playing the game. It's still going to enter into Pisces. Cancer entered into Pisces, which is now manifested separation, potential separation, the cause of the separation. Potential separation was, I need a new reality. The other part of the potential separation was, I now have to establish limits. The cause for that limited thinking was, you already your own devil. So now you're about to get out here and split yourself into separation. Cancer and Pisces. Another 9. You're already enslaved. You just connected to who you think you are. But again, you're connected to who you think you are so that you can become something different, which means you're only connecting to the lesser parts of yourself. You're only connecting to you in the field of limitations. But they got your energy. Why? Because you didn't value you on your own. You've already invested and gave your divine rights of manipulation into everything else you created. Resonance only. So at that point, Cancer now faces itself in Aquarius. I'm only trying to separate myself from the parts that have already got me enslaved. There's that snake again. Ophiuchus already told you, you're going to fuck around and find out. Soon as Cancer entered in Pisces, he fucked around and found out. Now everything it knows already has more of it than Cancer has for itself. So now Cancer is just trying to separate from the parts that it think is making it sick without realizing it helped create it. There's that succumb card I warned you about at the beginning. It's going to succumb to getting rid of everything else, but getting rid of everything else you created is only getting rid of parts of you. Not going to explain that one. Getting rid of everything else that you helped create is only further getting rid of parts of you. So instead of it making it to the end game, this is the old school hermit, I just want to make it to the mountaintop so I can get past my experiences, it just falls deeper in. But you people call it ascension. It just falls deeper into its own separation when it hits this Aquarius energy. So now the thoughts are going to keep on fooling it into creating everything. Why? Because Cancer didn't see that it was on sickness and didn't tell itself that's enough. So now that Cancer has fallen deeper into its own separation, it's now going to go into Capricorn energy and try and figure out how to enslave what was enslaving it. But what was enslaving it? Its own sickness. But again, lack of accountability and responsibility. Cancer does not understand that. You're welcome. They're not efforts. This is just perspectives. I don't invest in whether somebody buy this or not. I mean, this is just a reflection point for people who are working on the same stuff that I'm working on and just present another perspective. You can't wake up sleeping people who think that they're awake. So I don't even invest in that. But thank you. I appreciate you. So now Cancer is out here just trying to conquer the other parts of his sickness without realizing that it is his own sickness itself. So Cancer and Capricorn still ain't gonna find enough. It still ain't gonna find enough. It does not own that it created the trick, so it's just trying to find a way to get out of being birthed into experiences. It does not realize that, holy shit, everything in creation was birthed from its investment. It's just trying to find a way to conquer the things that ain't showing it what it want to see. But what was the initial trick? You don't see yourself as enough. If you don't see yourself as enough, when you look in the mirror, that's your reflection. This universe, you an expression of yourself in separation, is only going to give you what you've already given yourself. If you've already given yourself a limitation, then this universe is going to manifest them. And then you fall prey to the laws. Who created the laws? Somebody did, and I know I got to obey, slave. That's the problem with a slave, is they won't question their master. So they say willingly enslaved. So Capricorn, you out here trying to get rid of what ain't showing you enough, but you was the source of the scarcity. Cancer and Capricorn, you trying to find something to show you more, but you won't find enough for yourself. So now at that point, you're still going on this journey. Scarcity keep on popping up, man. I ain't seeing enough in all these experiences I'm going through. And now I got to waste my energy trying to get rid of the experience and blah, 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 blah. So you still going on the journey. Holding us to you all. So now Cancer is going on a journey trying to find a cure for his own sickness while being a sickness itself. You understand that? We'll call that cosmic toxicity. 95 relationships with 95 different people, and ain't nobody done nothing different, but yet everybody else is the issue. If you have 95 relationships with 95 different people, and then all of them keep saying the same thing, but you won't change, it's you. It's you. It's your toxicity. So at this point, Cancer is just trying to find somebody else to pin this sickness on, but ain't done shit to fix the sickness in itself. So Cancer and Sagittarius is just trying to figure out who burning it. But I already showed you the core traumatic programming was you have a tendency to help burn yourself. You are your own devil. You advocate for your adversity. What was your adversity? I think reality outside of me is better than reality within. Huh? I think reality outside of me is better than the reality within. Okay. So now you out here trying to find that reality that you think is going to show you a better you, which means, holy shit, manifester. You're only going to manifest from your own level of capability, and your own level of capability, you already said, I'm not enough. So everything you manifest ain't going to show you more. Holy shit. Your core traumatic programming comes right the fuck back up. That 99 end game where I'm out here going on a spiritual journey, Sagittarius the hunter, yeah, I'm still stuck in my programming. I'm out here trying to find a devil so I can slay him and become God, while being God that helps keep him creating the motherfucking devil, but won't destroy it. Shh. The almighty creator that created the devil, but won't destroy it. Read between the lines. It's all you. So you out here hunting for something to save you while you out here constantly creating destruction for yourself. Why? Because Ophiuchus said, you ain't gonna do nothing but fuck around and find out. You are your own limitations. You are your own limitations, and you're enslaved to your glamorization of self-doubt. So now Cancer faces itself back in Ophiuchus again. Remember, Ophiuchus just told you, you're gonna fuck around and find out what your limitations are. You're gonna fuck around and find out what your limitations are. So Cancer goes back to Ophiuchus again, and it embraced that shit. This was a 36, Ophiuchus the first time. You just went one step backwards into 35. You embrace all this shit that you helped create it because you thought it was going to hold you together. But I'm sorry, if you created something to hold you together, but you couldn't do it on your own, how do you expect it to do it too? But you'll lie to yourself and come up with all kind of bullshit. Let your life tell you tale. So if you won't hold yourself together because there's a fear of being enough in myself, holy shit, law of manifestation, law of attraction. This is my deck, the Higher Perspective Oracle. It's my own deck I had created back in 2018. It's a channeled deck from things that I work with. So, the parts of me that I work with, I should say. So, now that Cancer has faced itself in Ophiuchus again, the only thing it saw was that same fear that made it move in the first place. You looking to find you, but then you find you, but you weren't enough before you left you. When you find you again, holy shit, you still don't see enough. So you're going to reincarnate. You're going to reincarnate because you keep embracing the same fear, wanting to see something different, but it keeps showing you the same. Definition of insanity, doing the same stuff, but wanting a different result. So now Cancer now finds itself in Scorpio, doing the same stuff, but wanting a different result. And then every time it keeps getting the same result, it gets mad and tries to get rid of it. It tries to make space for what it keeps creating by destroying what it's creating. Goddamn, that sounds like the imperfect God. That sounds like the Demerge. That sounds like Obatala. It sounds like a lot of different things that you could find in historical documentation, to where the image of the creator created something that was imperfect, which means the creator was imperfect too. Holy shit. So you out here trying to destroy what you created. Maybe you should have created you by stopping destroying yourself. Take your time with that one. Stop trying to make more when you already ain't enough. Learn to love your goddamn self. 6, learn the proper foundation before you create. See, I'm going to build a house. Yeah, but you're going to build on the beach and there's a hurricane coming. So I want to do it anyway. Okay, well, there you go. You're your own devil. You're going to help harm yourself because you're going to build yourself on a foundation that's not safe, but you love it. You love it. So Cancer facing itself in Scorpio, whatever it loves as its traumas is the only thing it's going to keep on using as the method to get into wholeness when it's already produced as the method to keep it in separation. Why? Because love, L-O-V-E, loads of vast energy. Loads of vast energy. So once you start expressing yourself through this loads of vast energy, Cancer and Scorpio, and you're trying to get rid of the things that are harming you, notice the way they're holding the swords, but they won't let go of each other. That's what a lot of y'all call love. Love is, I'm at war with you, but I'm going to hold on to you even though it's harming me. That's what a lot of people's love is. I can't trust him, but he's all I got. I can't trust her, but she's all I got. No, it's a reflection. You don't trust yourself. It's another form of fanaticism. Needing to attach to somebody else because you can't find enough of you in yourself. It should have you out here worshiping gods. Looking for masters, willingly enslaved. So you love the shit you go through. Spiritual BDSM again. It's coming up in all these fucking readings. Your masochistic ideology of needing something to beat you into alignment because you keep beating yourself out of alignment with you. You get out here and get in alignment with everything that's a result of you in destruction, expecting that shit to save you. So now you done got out here and you falling in love with everything that is showing you death, which means you ain't ready to live. So from there, you just trying to establish balance. Now, Cancer is in Libra. I'm my own sickness, but I see the sickness in others, and if I establish the balance of sickness in others, it might give me the space to stop being sick within myself. How many people you know that? See, if I heal them, then they'll be better for me, and then maybe we can grow together because they'll hold space for me because they done lost their toxicity, and now I can get rid of my traumas. No, how about you get rid of your traumas? You might realize who you're trying to save was part of your trauma cycle too. But that takes accountability and responsibility, and that shit is non-existent in here, in this realm. So, because you just like trying to establish balance with the same shit that has helped tearing you apart, giving my energy into a system that does not support me means I don't support myself. Holy shit, you just gonna keep taking losses. Holy shit, see what happened here? The thoughts doubled up on you, and now you're bound to the experiences that are only gonna show you losses. But y'all call it mastery, the system of mastery. You see, 3 plus 3 was a 6. By the time Cancer makes it to his Libra energy, it's already bound to the experiences that just keep showing it losses. Because in Scorpio, the only thing it loved was its traumas. That's a 66. That is the master saboteur. That is when you just making sabotaging decisions, but your own arrogance or ego tells you that it's okay because you will get a different result. Holy shit. Definition of insanity again. Maybe if I pick up the fire from a 35-degree angle, it won't burn me as bad. Oh, ouch, that didn't work. 45-degree angle, ouch, that didn't work. So, sabotage. Remember, the initial sabotage was a 6. Your core traumatic programming says you're your own devil. You advocate for your own adversity. Now you got over here, and you advocating for your own 2 more 6s, but they done doubled up on you, so you get another bonus card. Here's yourself in self-sabotage. Cancer in self-sabotage, you keep coming over. Remember what I just said? You keep trying to pick up the fire from different angles, and the fire keeps burning you nonetheless. You keep trying to come over because you have this goal of getting through the experience, when the whole experience was designed for you to stop showing up. Stop showing up. People said this for like the last 8 years. That the United States has gotten to the point of idiocracy. If you've never seen the movie Idiocracy, look it up. Terry Crews is President Camacho. Basically, almost where we're at. Idiocracy. So you have to understand that if you're going to sit there and say that this country over the last 8 to 10 years have slid down into the idiocracy to where they just play in your face and they do the most stupidest shit but then sell it to you like it's smart, at some point you gotta be like, man, is this a fucking circus? Is this a game? Yes. It's the old analogy of how much can they tolerate? How many things can we put these fools through before they realize we fooling with them so that they learn to stop fooling themselves? Pretty soon, and we used to make this joke during COVID and shit like that. Pretty soon they'll have you wearing a mask over your ass so that you don't get sick. The majority of you, if they put that out as a doctrine, will comply. Why? Because they fucking with you. Just how many dumb shit can we do to them before they fuck up and say, enough's enough? See, you motherfuckers that say that, the people need to come together, but the people like being pulled apart. They just want guidance. They just want to use what's harming them to help them because they don't invest in themselves. So you're going to fight to protect your master to help keep you enslaved because you think that's the process of getting them being free. So you keep coming over. You keep coming over to the experiences, trying to find a way to get out of the experiences. But as I just said, the master saboteur component was stop coming over altogether. What you're thinking ain't going to show you nothing except for a fool. But in this case, the fool was everything. What was the fool? The person that keeps investing their energy into seeing something different. Yeah, the only thing that they're not really seeing that's different is themselves. You don't realize you're changing you by giving yourself into all these experiences designed to pull you apart, but your dumbass using them to hold yourself together. Fanaticism. Investing in something coming to save you when you won't do nothing to save yourself. Willingly fucking enslaved. So the master saboteur component of just trying to find balance where you won't even find wholeness. I'll even lie to you. Where you won't find balance within yourself. You can't find balance within yourself. Not unless you see yourself in duality. Balance requires duality at a minimum. See myself in wholeness, I'm me. But there's got to be other words. Right, that's your programming. The fact that you need more words to follow that I'm just whole means that you still bit into the program because you're looking for more. Holy shit. You became your limitations. All you know is what I've been taught to see. And as long as I've been taught to see from things that have been telling me what not to see, I won't see me. I won't see me. I'll just see the shit I'm bound to, and that shit ain't showing me nothing different. So it ain't showing me nothing different, but again, 33, the Kundalini, the master teacher, the master bullshitter, the thought that just keeps on taking all your fucking energy, replication, parasitic existence, prismatic existence, fragmentation, triangulation, self and separation, only this ain't you, can go on all fucking day. You have given all your energy into the thoughts, and now the thoughts are your ruler. That's what you establish balance with, the thoughts that you're now thinking. So now you in a cycle of your thoughts. So now cancer, the sickness, is keep on going through reincarnation, trying to find a way to get out, but it's using the sickness of getting in as a way of getting out. 1 minus 1 equals what? Everything. 1 minus 1 equals everything because there's two fools that gave away their power. Shh. Think differently. So at this moment where Cancer has now entered into Virgo, deer in the headlights. All you know is that I'm just trying to find my energy by going through the cycles of energy, trailing behind myself, trying to find myself. Basically a lost Sagittarius. So Virgo becomes a lost Sagittarius at this moment. Cancer in Virgo. Still ain't gonna see enough. The thoughts, them threes, are gonna keep telling you who you are. The thoughts are going to keep telling you who you are And you ain't gonna do nothing but keep harming yourself, because 3 plus 7, 10, your will is the only thing running the fucking show. Your WILL is running the WHEEL, but you've been taught to will yourself, go on a journey, and find you in the end. You'll find you in the end. You'll continue to find you in separation. But you don't understand your own light, so you're out here fighting with your shadows. So once again, wholeness. Once you get from Cancer in Virgo, you just keep going through these cycles of not seeing enough, and now you're starting to get smart about it. Work with me. You starting to get smart about it. You know what? I'm starting to realize I'm sabotaging myself. So now I need to call back my power. I use this example with almost all these readings. If you call back your power from something that already abused it, is not that power already abused? Or would it be better to say, instead of calling back my power, let me stop feeding my energy? Let me stop giving my energy into something that has not shown me, let alone honor and value it, versus bringing it back. So, oh God. So, if you understand Cancer in Leo, where I'm just looking for where I gave away my power into my sickness, this shit here have you out here looking for a God. Cancer in Leo, trying to figure out who got the power. World upside down. Crying about who got the power when you're the one that provided it. If you're the one that provided all your power, it's another thought. 1 plus 2 is 3 again, or in this case, 2 plus 1. You're connected to your own potential. 2 plus 1, what's your potential at this moment? Your thoughts. Why? Because I'm going to keep on taking you through experiences that are burning you with the promise of finding you at the end. Only in this realm, subduction and reduction, you don't even want to find you an end. You just want to find your master. I just want to be a proper slave, so when I get to the end, somebody else told me I done good, and I gets to be in their mansion. See, you don't even want to find your wholeness. You just want to be in a better position with a God. Okay. So you just want to find out what's got your power, but at this moment, Cancer, you don't own yourself as your own sickness. Who you think got your power is only another result of what you gave your power to. So you're going to find them one day, but it still ain't going to be you. It's just going to still be you in a fucking cycle of enslavement. Still limitations, just thinking that you on a higher vibration. Holy shit, still reincarnating. You might be an ancestor in that next life. Oops. So once you get there, where you can find out where you gave your power, now you got to find yourself again. Cancer now has to face itself as Cancer. I got to face myself as the sickness, but remember, Leo already tricked you. Cancer and Leo says, I'm crying about what's got me in separation. Crying about what's got you in separation and not honoring that you sponsored and voted for it and authorized it and paid your tithes and enslaved yourself and endured and all this other bullshit. Giving your energy, selling your energy into being enslaved. You sold your energy into being enslaved. You can't get mad at who ended up being the master. If you sell your energy into enslavement, you cannot get mad at something mastering you. You got to get mad at yourself for selling yourself in the first place. So now Cancer got to face itself and say, you know what, I did this to me. That's what Cancer should do. That's what Cancer should do. Is that what Cancer's going to probably do? We at a point of delusion at this moment, so we'll see. No, we at a point of delusion this minute. Laziness. It still does not see that it was the one on the throne. It don't see that it was the God it was looking for. But the trick with that is, still trying to find God, but it still has not met source. Still looking for God, but have no idea of the source of the energy. Basically, everything I said, you will get to the end, and you're going to find who's been generating, operating, destroying you, but they only got hired by you to destroy and operate and generate yourself. Dispersal. Damn. The dog God. You understand that? G-O-D is also D-O-G. When you disperse yourself and then operate with the goal of finding a generator, wholeness. Thank you. So, your laziness of buying into everything that enslaved you and thinking that everything enslaved you was going to set you free means you're a big ass fool. So you faced yourself as the sickness, but you still saw the sickness in others more than you saw the possibility and probability of stop being sick within yourself. This moment would be trauma release. This would be trauma release. You know what? I've been doing this shit all wrong, and I did it based off of some thoughts of what I thought I was going to see or what I thought I went through, and that ain't working out for me, so let me stop working out for it. But most people can't do that. Again, this dirty 3-letter word here, ROI, return on investment. I invested my energy into all this shit that ain't showing me nothing, but I'm looking for me. It showed you everything. It showed you didn't see yourself as enough. That was enough to end the game. If I'm going on a journey of looking for myself, but I don't see myself as enough, it's a fool's fucking journey. And you will run into yourself and you'll see where, holy shit, it was your laziness of getting rid of your own traumas and getting back on your own throne that left your ass in balance, left your ass trapped. So now Cancer is trapped in the box, the Gemini trap. It's trapped and facing itself in duality. It's now trying to see itself as a sickness, but you know what? I don't really invest it. I did this to myself, so I'm still going to keep my eye out on others that are doing it to me. What was the biggest trick? You helped give all the energy to others. Oh, God. Repent in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Get out of here. So you are your own sickness. Good Lord. You are your own sickness. So now you find yourself in the Gemini trap, trapped in your mind in duality and trying to find one part of the duality to put you back together when all 4 parts of that duality, see there's duality and duality, 2 times 2. The duality of the duality was, I'm going to pull you apart. You've been pulled apart 4 times. You really do need a fucking master at that moment. You really do need something to come save you because you done already lost yourself. So Cancer and Gemini, just trying to find healing in what's already got it trapped. You're only healing the trap. It doubled up on you. 4 doubled up on you, and now it's an 8. You are only chasing the thoughts that keep you moving because I'm trying to embrace the best me in the trap, which means if I embrace me in the trap, I'll only embrace trapping me further. That'll go over some of your heads. But you'll have to take your time. You gotta let your life tell your tale. If I keep trying to find me in trapped ass ideologies that don't show me nothing but how to further put myself in a trap and make me further lower in energy, make me wretched and sinful and things like that, and make me feel more degraded in my own energy, but they'll set me free one day, you goddamn right. They'll set you free when they get full of you being the fool. Because the fool won't get full of being foolish. So Cancer and Gemini, you're just going to embrace everything that's moving you. You trying to find you in all aspects of the trap. But holy shit, all I keep on finding is more shit. More shit for me to trap myself into. So now Cancer gets stuck, Taurus. It gets stuck in what it keeps on seeing. Why? Because it keeps on embracing it. And I need to, that 3-letter word again, that ROI. I need a return on investment on what I was looking for. That's kept a lot of people in a lot of marriages and relationships for years. See, I saw something in them, and I'm going to stay there until I get it. Sir, ma'am, y'all been married 10 years, and she been cheating for 12. Yeah, I know, but she just ain't realized I'm a good man, so I'm going to stick with it. And I'm going to keep giving her my all to continue hurting me until she get tired of hurting me, and then I can live. Holy sheep shit, Batman. You's a fool, and she got a winner. You'll harm yourself in order to give somebody else the ability to stop harming you so that you can stop harming yourself. Who did it first? You harmed yourself when you sponsored and gave your energy into a belief that somebody else got more of you than you have for yourself. Holy shit, self-sabotage supreme. You stuck. You stuck in that belief that I can use what's helping me. I can use what's harming me to help me. But what's harming me is me harming myself. So I'm going to use me harming myself as a way to help myself. Holy shit, Cancer, you delusional than a motherfucker when you get to Taurus. Holy shit, you delusional as shit. You stuck with a leak. Remember, that thought said, just keep moving. That thought in Gemini said, just keep moving, you'll find yourself. Here is Cancer stuck on movement. 1 + 4 = 5. You stuck moving because you become patient. I am just going to keep giving my potential to the trap. But the trap told me to embrace the trap. And don't worry, you'll find God one day by destroying yourself as source. I'm the leak, but somebody else gonna heal me. I'm the leak, but I got a healer. Because if God don't do it, it won't get done. Don't go to work this week. Don't go to work this week. It'll get done. See, that's not what it... No. See, you can't take what works for you to make you feel better, but not run that shit across the whole board. But that's all right. You've been taught not to trust your own understanding anyway, which means you'll keep standing under what understands you. Holy shit, you stuck. You stuck. And all the energy is flowing from within, but you out here on a journey trying to find it. Huh? You out here on a journey trying to find what's burning you while burning yourself by making yourself the sickness that's looking for healing. So now Cancer is in Aries. My mind's on fire. Well, where do you think the sickness is? In your head. But if I keep creating the sickness as a way to produce healing, god damn, spiritual aids again. If my mind has been tricked into producing more sickness that we're going to use as a format to establish healing, tune in to the next debates. They play in your face, but because you don't have enough of you for yourself, you keep on gravitating towards everything designed to keep us in separation. But you're scared of being pulled apart, so you'll hold what's designed to put you in separation as what's going to hold you together, and I'll fight you tooth and nail to keep it. Fucktards. So, your mind on fire and you don't know how to think for yourself, so you are your own Cancer in Aries. You are your own Cancer in Aries. There go that trap again. There go that 8. You are your own struggle. You done fell prey to them thoughts that are now above you. The only thing you're doing is being a victim to yourself. This is Ogun, the roadblock. Stubborn as shit. If you ever dealt with that Orisha, that energy, stubborn as shit. This is you. You struggling with what you think you know, but that shit already made you a victim. And you're too stubborn to let it go because you're scared to be wrong. Holy shit, ROI. Return on investment. I thought I knew this. I thought I believed this. I've been taught to know this. I've been did this. I've been did that. I can't do nothing different. I'm going to keep on doing the same until it show me something different, even if the only thing that's being shown different is me. I am my own Cancer. Holy shit. I'm a victim to everything I keep struggling with, which means I'm a fool. Because you don't have to struggle with it. You don't have to struggle with anybody that wants to struggle with you. You understand that? Just choose better directions for your energy. You don't have to exchange with somebody who does not have a meaningful exchange. You understand that? You can make that choice. So now that you realize, damn, I keep putting myself in this victim cycle of coming over into separation, humor me, and I've been a while since I said it, but look at the 8. The 8 is nothing but 2 zeros. It's 1 0 in reflection of itself. But only in the reflection of itself, it drew a barrier. Look at an 8. Go on your paper, kids, and draw an 8. The 8 is nothing but 2 zeros, source and separation under a spell. It has blocked itself off from holding itself together, which now sees itself as pulled apart. The 8. And from there, it decides it needs to figure out which one of these zeros is really me. When at that point, when you place yourself in separation, cosmic psychosis, cosmic schizophrenia, neither one of them is you. It's just a potential which you can keep giving your energy. So now Cancer keeps seeing where it potentially gave its energy into trying to establish a reality that was only going to show it under limitation. It should have chose to maintain its wholeness. Last card. Cancer should have maintained its own wholeness by not enslaving itself into what it could become. But knowledge got it fucked up. Knowledge got it fucked up. The potential of what I can become is greater. Damn. We was talking about this earlier. People are so immoral and sexually depraved right now that there are people who will see somebody in a good relationship, and because they don't want to see you in a good relationship, they'll do what they can to try and destroy your relationship by coming at you overly sexual or in any kind of format that can kind of gain the attention to try and tempt you, almost like some Samson and Delilah bullshit. You understand that? They'll try and tempt you because they want to see if the potential of what you can get from them, the knowledge, the lust factor. You know what? Damn, you look enticing, and even though I got something good here, I wonder if that thing gonna feel better. And that's a real function in this room. There's people out here who have no designs on having things on their own. They're just out here trying to destroy what other people have because they don't have anything for themselves. So be careful with that. It's going to become more prominent. Said that for a reason. So the knowledge of what is outside of me that could potentially burn me, but might burn me in the right way, make me feel good, increase my heat. It's not right, but that's what people do. I mean, especially it's bad on Facebook. TikTok is kind of a little bit monitored a little bit, but go on Facebook, everybody's titties out. But then they get mad when you point it out. It is what it is, and that's not me being a misogynist. Hell, it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. People are expressing their mental overwhelm through sexual gratification. As a as a highly sexual person, that's a real thing. And if I can see through that shit and I have control over my sexual energy, somebody who does not have any control over sexual energy won't even fucking understand it. You don't understand why you take 10 minutes to put on the proper bra and the proper panties just to say that I had a cup of coffee. Wasn't even necessary, because that mind is begging for attention because it's under depravity, and sexual energy is one of the most gratifying forms of energy in this realm. So you entice people into paying attention to you because it makes you feel good about having attention, even if it ain't the attention I want. I don't like 95 people lusting after me, but here's my titty. They don't have a mate. This is what I'm saying. They haven't fixed the traumas in themselves to garner a safe mate, so they get out here and draw in attention from everything else, but a lower level mind that might have a mate is drawn in by the potential knowledge of all that sexual energy being presented around them. So it's an indirect, direct effect. I know what I'm doing. I'm going to, make sure my shit is nice and hard, and I'm going to take a picture and I'm going to stand up and you're going to see everything in my drawers. I know what I'm doing. But that don't mean I'm going to do something with you, but I know what I'm doing. I know I'm enticing you and thirst trapping you with the intentions of just feeding me. The basic thirst trap is feed my energy, feed my ego. That's because there's a trauma inside of you that says there's not enough. And what was this about? Cancer is normally on cancer because they don't see themselves as enough. But again, in an autoimmune disease, you can't tell the sickness what sickness is because the sickness has been presented as healing. Gets back to my point about idiocracy. When they keep playing in your face and keep pushing you further down the line, and now you got lipstick named chlamydia and lipstick named syphilis. See, they playing in your fucking face, but you're going to buy into it because it feels good in your mental overwhelm. So the potential knowledge of doing something different, which is basically only going further in the same, holy shit, we only using dumb shit, selling it as smart. But it's different, but it's dumb, but it's different. Balance. You already trapped. So the potential becomes greater than the wholeness. If you remember back here along the reading, we had the 10 energy come up, and I told you are choosing between your potential and your wholeness. If the potential of what I can know becomes greater than the reality, if the reality of what I am falls prey to the potential of what I can struggle with, I became a victim. You see what happened here? You started out with an 18, you ended with an 81. What's the reflection of 18? What's the reflection of 18? 81. All you did was look into the mirror yourself, and Alice, You went into Wonderland, and ooh, are you going on a journey within your own psyche, developing players to help play you as you play yourself. And it might be off with your head. Oops. Alice. One step away from malice. M is for your mentality. A lot of y'all looked in the mirror and you don't love yourself, and so you keep buying yourself in pieces because you're too scared to figure out why you don't love yourself and hold yourself in wholeness. Shh. This was Cancer. Stop being sick. Next is Gemini, and I'll do that one later. Wholeness. Unbecoming the signs. Not for people who love separation. Don't even try and use this. You only fuck yourself further.